Welcome to the Training Camp Report right here on Giants.com. My name is John Schmelk. Joining me on tonight's show is Paul Dottino, a beat reporter for WFAN and, of course, a contributor to Giants.com. Paul, what's going on?
Good to be with you, John. Great to be out here. A little hot on the humidity side, though, but not bad anyway.
Practice going on right behind us here at the Timex Performance Center. And can you believe it, the first preseason game less than a week away. And that means it's time to get ready for some rule changes. Paul, let's start with that. And the two major ones, at least to me, are new rules regarding defenseless players, and there's a new replay wrinkle as well.
Well, the replay wrinkle is very interesting because they're now going to replay all scores, regardless of where they happen on the field. It doesn't matter if it's a touchdown or a safety, John. They are going to take a quick look at it up in the booth. It's out of the coach's hands. And I thought that was very interesting. Gene Steratore, one of the NFL's veteran officials, spoke to the media and the team today, and he was saying that he's going to have basically like a little beeper on his waistband, and the officials will look at the score and then filter a message down to him and say, okay, confirmed, it's a touchdown. That is only when the officials rule it's a touchdown. If they rule it's incomplete, it's still up to the coaches, as long as it's outside of 2 minutes, to throw the red flag.
And teams will no longer be able to try to quick snap the ball to and avoid it. An official will stand over the ball to make sure there's enough time to review all scoring plays. All right, Paul, let's get to some game action here. The Giants play the Panthers in Carolina on Saturday. One guy hoping to play in the game is second-round pick Marvin Austin, but an injury might prevent it. Let's hear from Marvin and how excited he is to hopefully get in that game.
Yeah, that's why they drafted me, because I'm ready to go out there and play and perform, and I love to play the game. So if I don't get the reps, of course that'll hurt me. But I'm trying to take as many mental reps as I can.
And it's absolutely killing Marvin Austin that he right now cannot be involved in practice because, Paul, if he doesn't practice, Coach Coughlin's not going to let him play.
No, you know the rules, John. You've been around a while now, and it's really simple. Marvin Austin played in North Carolina. We know about the disciplinary issues that cost him a season. Nonetheless, the Giants draft him in the second round. They have so many high hopes for him. In fact, they need him in that defensive tackle rotation, John. Let's not make any mistake about it. He's going to have to play some this year, and he's got this hip flexor, which has made him, miss some practice time.
He's on the bike.
He's on the bike. That's a good point. And so here's the thing. He's strong. He's powerful. He seems to have a terrific attitude, and he wants to play in front of those Panthers fans because, hey, that's where he played college ball. He's got friends and family who want to see him. But I don't know if it's going to happen.
And remember, Paul, he didn't play football all of last year with the suspension, so he's really dying to just play in a game for the first time in a very long time. Another one of the Giants draft picks that hopes to get into a game on Saturday is Greg Jones. The Giants took him in the 6th round of the draft. We had a chance to talk to his linebacker search, Jim Herman, earlier today, and he thinks he's adjusting to the pro lifestyle very quickly.
From Michigan State, and I'm obviously from Michigan, so but we've gotten over that. But he's done a great job. You tell he played at a high level in college. He has great instincts to the ball, picks things up fast. So he's going to be fine. He's a good young player.
And the one thing that you hear about Greg Jones is that he is NFL ready, Paul. He had a lot of playing time in Michigan State. It's always tough for a rookie, granted, but he should be able to slide in faster than most.
Well, John, what you're talking about is a very astute player, a smart, sharp player, understands the game very well, understands leadership skills well, playing at a very big-time program, as you mentioned. He's also very quick to the ball. Now, what the Giants need out of him right now is to push Jonathan Goff as hard as he possibly can, because Goff is the incumbent, had a decent year last year. I'm sure he'd like to do better and would like to improve, and that's what the Giants want out of him as well. The better Jones plays during the preseason, either he wins the job or pushes Goff to be better. It's a win-win for the Giants.
Paul, and another young guy at the linebacker position that's making a lot of waves at practice is the young man Herzlich out of Boston College. Of course, there's a big story there. Let's hear from linebackers coach Jim Herman once again.
I love it because he's one of those kids who something in his life, obviously his sickness, has really zeroed in his focus to succeed, and he's going to succeed. I mean, that's just the way he is, and anything he does is because of what he's been through. I mean, pretty much he was on his deathbed, and now he's playing in an NFL camp with the New York Giants. That's a great story.
And talk about perspective, Paul. When a player goes through something like that, and you come out here, you have the opportunity to play football. He's had a long road back, and so far he's impressing people here at Giants camp.
Well, you know, John, you're talking about a guy who missed the season because of a rare bone cancer. And, I mean, does it get much worse than that when a doctor tells you you have that? And yet here he is out here trying to compete, trying to win a job. Now, it seems to me from a football perspective, John, they like everything that he's doing. He's smart. He's tough. He's physical. Blue-collar worker. You know what? In a lot of ways, he's Chase Blackburn all over again.
Great point.
And Chase Blackburn, a free agent, no longer here right now, not signed with anybody, but there's room on this roster for one of those kinds of guys. At the very least, Mark Herzlich should become an excellent special teams player.
And, Paul, he's playing at all three linebackers positions. Exactly. And to throw a rookie into a position like that is a very challenging thing. Herzlich is a great story. Another great story in Giants camp is Andre Brown. The Giants drafted him a couple years ago. Now he's back, and he hopes this stint with the Giants ends better than the last one.
It'll be good. It'll be good to come back and be with my draft class and be around the guys that brought me in here and showed me the ropes and just did everything. It'll be awesome. It'll be a storybook ending, you know.
What do you think?
And the way Coach Coughlin and the other coaches, frankly, Paul, have talked about Andre Brown is like they're talking about a first-round pick. They say he's faster than he was before he blew out his Achilles. I've heard nothing but great things about what he's done on the practice field.
You know, when the Giants drafted him a few years ago in the 4th round, they really thought he might be one of the successors to Derek Ward. And the thing was, all right, they had Danny Weir here, and they had Andre Brown here, and they figured between the two of them, one of them is going to be Ward the second. It never happened. As you know, Danny Weir's had a lot of injuries. Andre Brown tears his Achilles in training camp, winds up missing the season, gets cut. He's been on 5 teams, John, in the last couple of years. Bounced around like a rubber ball. But now here he is back with the Giants. Tom Coughlin says he's faster than when they saw him as a rookie when he was first drafted. That is amazing to me. I don't get it. But Andre says, hey, I started working in Florida back in February. I've worked out with Ahmad Bradshaw. I've worked out with Frank Gore. I have worked out with some of the best running backs in the NFL, and I've been able to make the cuts just like they did over the summer, so I know I'm ready to give this a shot.
And he has a legitimate shot to win that number 3 running back spot behind Ahmad Bradshaw, behind Brandon Jacobs. Darrell Scott, the draft pick, is in that mix. So, of course, is DJ Ware, who's been here for a few years. Really a make-or-break year for DJ Ware. Paul, thank you very much as always.
Always good to be with you, John.
And that's all the time we have for the training camp report right here on Giants.com. My name is John Schmelk. Thanks for joining us. Of course, make sure you follow the Giants on Twitter at Giants, and, of course, become a fan of theirs on Facebook at facebook.com/New York Giants. For Paul Dottino, my name is John Schmelk. We'll see you next time right here on Giants.com.